Hey, Johnny, I know this is a team sport and you have team goals, but I just wondered personally for you what it meant to have your brother here with you, whether it was goals that you originally set out years ago in high school or whether he's a sounding board for you at all, basketball, post-basketball film, anything like that.
Yeah, it's great having him here with me. Just when he's not able to, play as much minutes as he wants, he's able to analyze the game. And every time I come to the bench during a timeout or I'm getting subbed out, he just gives me tips and advice on what I need to do better.
Next question right here.
To any of y'all, just the motivation, y'all, the early exit. I know the last two games haven't gone the way y'all wanted. How much motivation has that been, or has it been kind of any sort of wake-up call or anything like that?
Maybe let's go right down the line. Tyler, then Brad, then Johnny, please.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't the result we wanted, but I think we can look at it where we took it as a kind of slap in the face, and now I think we're ready to go for this NCAA tournament.
Yeah, to add on to that, whether it's a win or a loss, there's a lot of learning opportunities there. So watch the film from the last couple of games, looked at things that we did well, maybe some things we didn't do well. Then we had a whole week, to get healthy, to have some good practices, and to get back on track. So we're eager to get back on the court tomorrow night.
It's good to get those losses out than rather in the tournament.
For any of the players, for all of you, the ability to play here just 90 miles from home in your home state, was that a stated goal, knowing that Milwaukee was a potential landing spot in the NCAA tournament, and when did that kind of come to a reality in your minds?
Maybe start with Johnny, and we'll go this way. Thanks.
Yeah, it's great to be able to play in your home state, just knowing that we're going to have the same fan base we've had at home all year. But, we're more focused on the game rather than the location of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a goal to say, but we're very thankful for the opportunity to play in the state of Wisconsin. We're just focused on the 40 minutes in between the lines, but it's definitely special for our family and friends and our fan base to not have to travel too far, save a little bit of money traveling to support us in the NCAA tournament, and we're looking forward to having a lot of red in Pfizer Forum tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't think it was a goal, but we definitely heard rumblings as the season went on, and we're just thankful to be here, ready to go on Friday.
Jim.
Johnny, I've had a million people ask me this. I was going to ask you the other day. You looked really ticked off when the bracket came out the other day. Like there was just stone face. And I think Brad said something to you. Can you share with us what, if anything, the story behind that is?
No, I wasn't mad that we got seated in Milwaukee. I just, wasn't really going to be excited about it just because, we're playing here. But like I said, we're more focused on the game rather than the location.
Brad, I know you've said for the last couple of years you come to Wisconsin to play in the NCAA tournament. So as one of the more experienced guys, knowing this is going to be your last opportunity to play in an NCAA tournament, what's your advice for your teammates? A lot of them haven't been on this big stage. There's a lot of turnover since the last time you guys were in the big dance.
Yeah, my first piece of advice would be that it's the same game of basketball. The hoops are still 10 feet, still a 40-minute game, and all the same things that made us successful throughout this season will make us successful in this tournament. But with that being said, you're only guaranteed those 40 minutes in front of you. So there's got to be a sense of urgency, not from when tip starts, but when practice starts, when preparation starts, and the way you're eating, the way you're sleeping, everything you do, you got to ramp it up with that sense of urgency because these opportunities, you can't take them for granted. And at this point, everyone's backs are against the wall, 0-0, and you have 40 minutes to earn the opportunity to compete once again with your brothers. So that's my message. The game doesn't change. With that being said, don't take it for granted, and let's dial it up.
For any of you guys, what have you seen from Colgate, their ability to shoot the three, and just scouting them in general these last couple days?
Maybe let's go Tyler and then down this way. Thanks.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. They shoot the ball well. They're a really good team. They pass it well. They got some big guys that are able to dominate in their league, and we're gonna do a good job defensively, hopefully, as a team.
Yeah, it's definitely a veteran group. They play really well with each other. Obviously, they're looking for the three-point shot and knock them down at a very high rate. I think like second best in the country. So got to try to run them off the three-point line. But they got a lot of really good individual players. They're really well coached, and they just play with a toughness. And obviously, they did really well in their league this year, and they're coming in with a lot of momentum. But we're looking forward to the challenge tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're very fundamentally sound. on both ends of the floor. But I think we should be able to use our length and athleticism to, make it tough for them to get those three-point shots off.
For any of you, all of you, whichever, we heard all year you guys were picked wherever it was, 10th in the Big Ten, you win part of the title. Now you're a 3 seed in the tournament playing an essential home game. What is a realistic, successful ending to this season? What is the realistic goal at this point?
Why don't we go with Johnny, then we'll go with Brad, and then end with Tyler, please.
The realistic goal is not to lose another game the rest of the season. I ain't going to really sugarcoat it or anything.
Yeah, that's our mindset. We're not coming here to make the second weekend or just make it to the third weekend or make it to the weekend of the first weekend. We're here to win it all.
Yeah, we got a competitive group of guys. We're not looking to lose another game for the rest of the year.
Just a quick follow-up on that. I'm wondering if you guys, I know the program history, guys are very close to the guys that played before. Have you heard from guys that maybe played in that last team to get to the Final Four saying, finish what we started? Do you hear from guys like Frank or anyone saying, you guys got this?
Personally, I haven't heard from any of those guys. From my teammates the past couple of years, a lot of them have reached out and said good luck and rooting for you, love the draw, yada, yada. They have their own 2 cents. We got a nice little message from J.J. Watt this morning, giving us encouragement and advice and just saying that, the state of Wisconsin's behind us, the university's behind us, and just go out there and enjoy every moment and take it all in.
For Johnny, I know last week, Coach Gard said after the game that you didn't really have a consistent practice schedule because of the injury. How well have you been practicing this week? Has it been any different from usual?
No, it hasn't been any different from usual. I've been participating.